G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of our Auto Heroes playthrough, so let's get at it. Alright guys, today we are talking about teams and how to build teams, okay? I've had a lot of people ask me about this, and now we're going to go through how we build teams. Now, the first thing you want to consider when you're building a team is, actually, you know what, we'll just get into a fight so we can have a look at teams this way. Okay, so then this way we can build a team. Okay, take all these out. Right. So, the first thing, in my opinion, that you need to consider when you're building a team is the following. You want 2 supports. One of them being a healer of some sort, whether it be healing your team, giving your team a bunch of dodge. That can also be a sort of a heal because you're saving health that way. You can also anything of that sort, right? You want at least 2 DPSs or at least 1. You need some sort of damage. Okay, if you're only going to run 1 DPS, maybe you should think about how that champion is going to work with the, or sorry, hero rather, will work within your team. Okay, and then tanks fill out the rest. Okay, so you need a front line. You need strong tanks. If you don't have a strong tank, your DPS will get targeted. So will your supports, and then your team comp will fail. Okay, so the reason behind this is because if you have too many supports, so you only want 2 at max, because the reason for it is if you have too many supports, right, you lack in damage. In some cases, a lot of supports are good, okay, and you will see that within within this video as I explain it all. So what we're going to start with is we're going to start with a Royals Mystic team. We're going to go with 4 Royals, 2 Mystics. I believe this is very meta at the moment, but the team is as it's followed is me, Morrigan, right? And what else? It's Ajani. Okay, it's Ajani and Morrigan, and then it's, what is it? It is Meave, Tessera, right? Astrologer, and we got, yes, Maglov. Okay, so here we go. This is a standard Royals Mystic team. In my opinion, this is a very strong team. Okay, reason for this is it's super duper tanky. Okay, with these guys here, right, the Ajani gets protected enough so he can get his ult off, give everyone the shield around him, and bubble, right? You have the fact that Tessera is super tanky, okay? Because of all the resistance that she has, and because of this, right? Your whole team gets the damage resistance, right? And your Mystic Heroes get the energy gain. Plus, you get the 10% HP on the tanks, and you get a couple in the skill scale. So this is a really strong standard team, I believe. Okay. Now, what I would use as a Scavenger Travelers team, this is another one that I thought of. This one I think is pretty good. So you go with a Jack, right? You go with a support in the cast hand. Okay. You have a Tesla, and you have a Sarah. Then you go over to your Travelers, and you grab yourself a Kent. So Kent is in the front line there. And you can go with an Alice. Now, you can swap the Alice out for a Raphael if you like, if you want to keep the the Scavenger bonus for your whole team. Okay? But if that doesn't bother you, you can take the cast ham out, put the Alice in. And this is a very versatile team in itself as well. Now, the reason for this as well is because, right, you have very good damage output here from the Jack and the Alice. So the Jack is always going to target the lowest HP champion. Hero, rather. So they're always going to target the lowest HP hero, right? Alice, she just puts tentacles everywhere, which deals a bunch of damage, and the amount of tentacles that she has on the field, she does more damage, she gets more stats, so that's really good. Okay, Raphael, he can be super versatile in this team because not only does he have a small heal, which is nice, he has that ability to take people over for a short amount of time. Okay, and this can be very clutch. But not only that, and another thing that a lot of people forget about Raphael is if he's in the back row, he, I think he takes, is it 5%? I'm pretty sure it's 5% of their HP away. Is it? Come on. Show me Raphael. Wait. Here we go. It's this one? Yeah, so when deployed, when deployed on the front row, he reduces the enemy units 4% attack. So he reduces their attack by 4%. And when he's in the rear row, he reduces the health of all enemies by 5%. So you can already see why this hero can be very clutch. And you can also replace the Alice out for, of course, you can put in the Winnie, wherever she is. I have Winnie somewhere. I don't have a, oh yeah, there we go. So we can also put a Winnie in here. So Winnie can be very strong in this team comp because she's got the knockback, right, which works really good with these three here. She's got the knockback and the ultimate that reduces the attack speed and movement of the enemy heroes. Kent, super tanky, super beefy. He has that fear that's AoE, that's super good. He can also use the ranged attack every so often, which is nice. Sarah, I believe, is someone that is a hero that I believe a lot of people forget about, right? I think she's super strong because her ultimate has a chance. It almost always stuns, and it can stun for a very long time because of her passive. So I believe she's very underrated. And then you got Tesla, who is also underrated. Actually, no, I don't think he's underrated. I think the common consensus is that, yeah, Tesla's very good. He's got that pull, he's got the stun, he's got the AoE damage. He's definitely very strong. Okay, so moving on from this to a Mystic and a Travelers build. So we're going to start off with the Travelers, and we're going to start with Kent and Valkyrie. Okay, so Kent and Valkyrie is the first of this team. Now, we have Morrigan, we have Hem, Sinistina, and Ajani. Now, what's really good about this team is that you can pop, like, if you're okay, let's do it like this. Okay, hold on, let's have a look here. If we put Sinistina there, we can put Ajani in the center, and we do something like this. Actually, probably more like that. Actually, no, sorry. I would probably do something more like this. Yeah, something more like this. Now, the reason for this is because Ajani, although he's a good tank support, he's not super naturally tanky. So you put the Morrigan in front, who is naturally tanky, even as a support, because she's got the heal, she's got the dodge, and she's got the shields and whatnot. It's very, very strong, versatile champion. She can survive most attacks. So if someone gets to her quicker than Ajani gets in front of her, he doesn't get targeted. He can give shields to your team, right? You have the Valkyrie in the team, who, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to put her in a team, to be honest. I mean, she is very strong in this team in particular as well, still, because I believe, I have to look at her maxed out, but I believe that when she turns someone into a ghost, they can use their skills. Can't use their skills. And okay, so they can't use their skills, but they're on the field for 5 seconds. That's a spew. If you could use your skills, that'd be OP. Let's get back into this. Let's have a look. Now, the reason why I like her still is because these heroes are still very strong in general when they die, yeah? But you could also just swap her out for, like I said, you could throw a Raphael in there. There you go. Yeah, you've got 4 supports, but one is an exception because that one can be a tank as well, right? You can put Raphael in to help with healing and to help with just CC in general, okay? Because then you've also got the Hem who can stop, like, make you CC immune, right? And he's got the silence, which is super strong, and the attack speed increase, the life steal, the damage, like, he's just, that ultimate is super good, okay? And then you got the Sinistina with her ultimate and her damage. She can be very strong, like I said in my tier list video, right? I ranked her low because you just have to build a team around her. And this is what I've done here. I've built a team around Sinistina to make sure that she works at 100% capacity. This way, no one touches her. The only heroes that can touch her are probably an Otter or maybe a Cassio. But in saying, you can also use a Raphael to mitigate a lot of those things. Or a Kent. You can even move the Kent maybe up here and you put the Raphael in the front so he gets the AD damage reduction on the enemy team. Yeah, like, these are things that you can think of that are very strong. Alright. Alright, so this is my take on a Travelers build. Now, Travelers are very difficult to build a team around because they're not very, like, they don't have a lot of really, really good units. But what I believe you can do for a good Traveler team is we go with, I don't know, we go with Kent, obviously. We can go with old mate Ed, yeah, Ed's good. We can go with a Raphael again, or a Valkyrie if we feel like it. And then we either go with the Alice, or we could even take this guy out. Go with the Alice, Winnie. Okay, so we get our Traveler's bonus here. All heroes get the life leech. Okay, then we go to Mystic. And in here, I believe we can go something like... no. Maybe we go something like this. Now this way, you got some strong tanks, you got good healing, you got good CC. I mean, you can even, you know, you could take these guys out and throw in Maglov and a Meave. There we go. There's another team that you can build. Like, here's the thing, you know, when you're building teams, not only are you looking at stats and what's good and, you know, what they can do for your team and how they work and whatnot, you also got to remember who are your favorite champions. Who are your favorite heroes, rather. You know, what do you enjoy playing? Do you enjoy playing Lon? If Lon is something that you enjoy, build a team around playing Lon. What's your favorite hero and build a team around it. So if your favorite hero is Lon, maybe you go something like, alright, I need to keep his health up, but I need to protect him as well. So we'll have a tank next to him that can protect him. And we'll throw another one in there to make sure. And he gets the resistance because of it. Now, how do we make sure that he doesn't die 100%? Maybe we can go into Mystic. Now in Mystic we can go, right, we can go Morrigan. Now with the Morrigan we can put her actually in front and he sits behind. This way he's closer to the Morrigan to gain the dodge. And then we go, okay, maybe we throw in an Ajani as well. Throw that next to him so now he's getting the shields. So now you've just built a team around one hero that you really enjoy. So in doing so, you've made sure that Lon doesn't die. Your team doesn't die either, because you got a strong team comp, right? See, all heroes have the damage. All heroes have damage resist. Mystic heroes gain their have their energy gain for 10%, and then you have the tank bonus and the caster bonus, right? You got plenty of healing coming out here. You got a very strong CC here, who can take on 3 heroes by himself. Plus, with his private item, he can also take some of the damage that's being dealt to heroes around him. You have the Morrigan that gives the dodge and the heal. You have the Tessera that can be super tanky, just takes on the whole team. Okay, you know, what's another hero that we can look at? Well, what's another favorite hero that I see quite often? Jack. Cool. Everyone knows how to build teams around Jack, but let's build the Jack team. Well, actually, no. Maybe not everyone knows how to build teams around Jack. Who knows? You know, that's why I'm trying to help with these sort of videos. So we got these 2 here, these 3. Okay. Do I want anything else? No. So maybe we go with some travelers. Yeah, we'll go with some travelers. We'll throw in a Raphael who can help mitigate some damage. We'll go with the Kent, and then we'll go with the Alice. So just in case if our Jack gets too close to the enemy, Alice can do the damage. So you always have a backup plan. This is what I mean. Sometimes you need 2 DPSs. You got a bunch of tanks and a support. You know, this is how you start thinking when you start building teams. But remember, the most important thing when you're building your teams is build teams that you enjoy playing, because if there's no enjoyment in it, why are you doing it? You know what I mean? Well, that's what I think, at least. You know. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching my video all the way to the end. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. I got more content over there, and I'll see you when I'm looking at you. Cheers.